goes to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
As offensive guys trying to field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's going to take some good shots at the end zone right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Stafford gives this to Akers. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second and 5 now. Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. When you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Man open is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. We're going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And the only room hard to come by here. He gets into the 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensing against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping the cause here. Second down and long. They can give up the middle to Akers. And here he'll get it down to 7. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll just miss this one over the way to security for an incomplete here.
That's going to hurt big because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing down.
So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. And then this one is right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's on the defense, and they held up to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourself, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go. Ball in the air. football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers jet sweeps and end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys look if you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw it to tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and can get in there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Purdy. Looking inside, but it's incomplete. Had to man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, partner? Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They run with McCaffrey off the option. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or set packages, don't they?
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 was the new set of downs.
They all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw, he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. He didn't even have a chance to get going.
But when this ball is tipped and intercepted. They're going to take over here near the 40. So they're going to call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that and take possession of the football on the INT. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one
right now. You're right there, man. Maybe you need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm gonna have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback though for this passing game that hadn't been moving well this series. Good thing for them though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. They did get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Stanford. It's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Stanford down to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very, very good player. Remember, he can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception that led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change the game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. And it appears we've got a member of Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's Purdy. Going to the sideline, and he will have the first down because he was able to keep feet in bounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
10-0 to score after 1 on Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here, the jet sweep. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Second down, here's an option right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
I remember when I was a kid, all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came to play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, that last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner. Knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's certainly going to be a play call. They were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was all a little bit more than it was. Nice job there, pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Trying to find Cobb, it's intercepted. Picked up by Diablo. To the end zone, a pick 6 from 49 as they score a touchdown. Well, it hadn't been a picture for the first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get right back in the ballgame.
I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they throw the pick 6, going to get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And the Rams getting set to go now. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're back out on the field, get a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run on first down to the Kickers. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else you'll just sit back. You're going to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. Good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got to back this. We know that he's fast on the open field. And his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, you can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Drake Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
That was a quality play to start and get set it down. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on second and 6. Stanford throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that went incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That was a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate blocking charge.
On the handoff to Akers. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Coming through that time and stepping in for a loss was Drake Jackson. Nice play.
That's a play to take note up there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try to block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On second and 12, Stanford. Sideline throw is complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That will go to pick up of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's Stafford. For the end zone, but that's going to only be complete.
Like what I see so far is this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third and down. So far, they only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want a touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that. But let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover. And then
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you Two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Purdy looking to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Stafford. That is incomplete to Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Stafford. Eluding the and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Leave it all out here. Leave it all out here. Guys, ready to get it on right now?
Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's McLeod on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Let's go. Let's go now. Let's go. We got to be big time now. Let's go. Let's go. Get it now. Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Show what you got. Let's go. Go home, boy.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before the break. Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's the option going left on second down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy from the gun on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On second and 12, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. McCaffrey running up the middle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go with McCaffrey, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 2nd and 13, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, Stafford here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, 34 yards. And the Rams have retaken a third quarter lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
It's caught at the 1, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
Let's go, let's go. It's game time. Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go. Big go right now. Hey, let's roll, let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's focus in on what we gotta do here. They gotta walk that walk, baby. Get something together, man. You call it? We call it, baby. Let's go. Hold them up. Ain't got nothing. Playmakers, step up.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This is taken at about the 14. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now it's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Here's Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 5. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Here's Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Purdy to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. From the red zone now, Stafford. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Stafford now to throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. On first down, it's Purdy. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether we're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. On 4th down, here's Purdy. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's the Rams here that take home the W. And this one, Charles, too much Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.